Hi there, wonderful awakening beings and spiritual souls. Jo Rose of JoRose.com, numerologist and energy forecaster. In this video, I'm sharing with you the numerology forecast for July 2022. But before I do, as always, let's recap what 2022 has in store for us. It's a 6 energy. How do we know this? By adding together and reducing down all the digits of the current year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. Now we're halfway through this 6 energetic year, and this is the 4th month of the full epicycle. How are you doing with that epicycle? How are you doing with meeting your goals? Working step by step, using the energy to achieve what you want. This is a year of responsibility versus sacrifice. And a current example that comes to mind is Roe versus Wade. If you haven't heard of it, do your research. I'm just going to leave it here to simmer away. If we don't take responsibility for what happens in our life, sacrifices will appear with repercussion. This month brings an opportunity for spiritual growth in a way that can really alter how you see and act in the world. Regarding responsibilities, know what responsibilities are yours and what responsibilities are another. And ask yourself, do you feel responsible for something or someone that is beyond your control? You cannot live their life. Live your own and become the shining example that may allow them to make the shift they need to move forward. The 6th energy is about home, family, healing, support, harmony, nurture, compassion. It's listening and feeling. With all your communication, in all your relationships, take time to really hear and listen to what the person is sharing. Speak in such a way that others love to listen. And listen in such a way that others love to speak to you. The 6th energy is one of counselling and coaching, and you may throughout the year have been called on to listen to family, friends, work colleagues, situations. Hear them, feel them, don't take it on board. Shine it back to them so that they can find the answers. The 6th energy on the flip side can be filled with doubt, worry, it can be jealous, excessive interference. It's a prevention tactic. They don't want other people to hurt. Have you heard of helicopter parenting? The 6 can be too busy living other people's lives and forget to actually live their own. This month, you're going to be called on to live your own life. The lesson I'm suggesting for the 6th energy this month is to love, honour and appreciate the self. Affirm your boundaries so that you know how far you can go. You know where you stop and say no. Respect your own boundaries and other people's. So many people turn their back on themselves in order to make it work for others. Living for others will bring a lack of appreciation and value or recognition. Over time, it will drain you and could cause resentment. When resentment surfaces, no one is fulfilled. Everything is energy. When you work on yourself, when you radiate from yourself, it's contagious. Just like fear and depression can be contagious, so can love and contentment, happiness and joy. In order to come through whatever darkness is going on, we need to raise the vibration, find love and joy in as many things as possible. And it starts with the self. Remember, it's your life, spelled L-Y-F-E. Love yourself first every day. This is a grounding tactic. It's not vain, it's not selfish. When you're full of energy, you can go out and do things. When you're depleted, not only does it stop you doing things, but it makes your emotions and your feelings appear different. Use this month to bring balance, bring harmony to you, and in the long run, more will benefit from a better, happier you. Let's move on to July. July is the 7th month, so we add 7 to the 6th, and that's 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. The 4 is about order, structure, stability, foundations. It's reliable, loyal, practical. It needs grounding. It's a team player. Whereas the 6 can be a bit smothering and mothering, the 4 wants the independence, but to be a part of a team. The 4 needs to know its role. The 4 needs to take responsibility, and it will accomplish the task. The flip side of the 4 is it can be intolerant, controlling, inflexible, narrow-minded, limited, and critical. The 6 can also be critical. There will be times this month that you will need to call and build tolerance in yourself and accept that in others. But don't tolerate something that is demeaning and draining to yourself. The lesson based around the 4 for this 6th year is think outside the box. Embrace gradual progress. It's step by step. Over these 9 months, we're in the 4th now of this epicycle, we're building from the 1, the idea, the nurturing, and the 2, the expressing on the 3. This month is the foundations. You need to lay the roots of that goal that you wanted. Now, this goal was for 9 months, so I hope you're keeping track and you're working on that goal, because by December, it's time to celebrate an achievement. That doesn't mean we can't celebrate achievements along the way. By all means, yes, definitely, we must celebrate along the way. That's what keeps us going. Now, I mentioned that July was the 7th month, added to the 6th was a 13. I reduced it to a 4 because that's what we do. But as a 13, this is actually a karmic debt number. The 13-4 can bring in a personal transformation. See your challenge, take responsibility, know your end goal, create small steps and take action. This month is a month where you must take action. So what is a challenge that if you could overcome could transform your life? Now, this may not be a challenge, a part of your epicycle, your 9-month goal that you've got, but there will be challenges that come up this month. What is one you're running from? What is one you're avoiding? Is there a form to fill in? Is there paperwork to do? Is there a report that needs to be completed or put forward? Are you holding back from doing something that could set you free and start not just a new chapter, but a new book? Are you holding back on planning a family? Are you holding back on signing a divorce paper? Are you holding back on letting go of that house that you live in right now? People often hold back for fear that they've got the best it can possibly be right now. Whatever that situation is, even if it's uncomfortable, I'm here to tell you that's not true. I sold my house that I lived in for 10 years that I absolutely loved, but I had to sell the house. I thought I could never find a place better than that house. And now I literally live every day looking out at the sea. There is always something better out there when you actually cut the ties and let it go. So what challenge can you really take hold of this month? Think outside that box and work it. Take responsibility for where you are now, not where you wanted to be, not where you could have been had you followed something, not living in regrets, but really just owning the challenge of the situation now and pushing it forward. The 4 is about planning, organising, scheduling. It's about security, structure. Yes, it needs all of that. But there are other ways, there are alternative ways. So whatever you've got going on right now, if you've got a challenge, use this month to change it and you will feel a massive shift and spiritual growth from what you do, from the result, from the journey even. This month requires effort, action, persistence, focus, determination, and belief. Wipe that doubt out that the 6 brings in and really believe you can do this, because you can. You may not be able to do it all on your own, and you may have to research. It may take a little longer than you would like, but you can do this if you are focused on a positive, good outcome. And the best outcome really is to find a win-win for all around. Now, initially people might not feel that it's a win-win, but in the long run, that's what you need to be focusing on, is a win-win. And that can even be in a divorce. So this month, first of all, look at your basic system. This month is about system, your routines and your rituals. Are they serving you? Are they having you feel lighter or weighed down too heavy? One of the goals that I have set out for this 9 months is to look at my health, my well-being. What am I doing to feel better and more energized in my life and in my body? With that said, look at what you're doing and switch some things around. Change fast foods for homemade foods. Toxic friends for good friends or a mentor. Cut the TV and switch to exercise or just getting outside in nature with family, friends. Stop complaining and have gratitude. Stop blaming and take responsibility. And lastly, stop overthinking and take action. So many people stop doing something because they think of all the things that can go wrong. Well, okay, if that's you, start thinking of all the things that could go right, because it works both ways. The 4 energy is about grounding yourself. It's very physical. Get out in nature, take your shoes and socks off. The weather here in the Northern Hemisphere is mild to warm. Walk barefoot on the grass, on the soil, on the sand, in the sea. Anywhere that's not man-made, walk and feel grounded. If you like the garden, get out there, touch the plants, feel them. Spend time observing the flower from bud to bloom. The honeybee collecting the pollen. Listen to the birds singing. Nature is stronger and has the answers to so many things. And being out with nature, not having earpods in, just feel what's going on and even ask for answers, and you'll be surprised how the signs come. You may see a bird 3 times. Note that bird. Go look it up. It has a hidden message. You may notice a thing a number of times. Go research the number. What is it telling you? You may hear a conversation more than once, which I recently did. And now I'm going to actually craft myself or birth a drum because of things that happened more than once in a short space of time for me. I'm really excited, and in July I get to birth my drum. So I might share that with you next month, because next month will be a 5 and it'll be about doing something a bit different. So who knows? But I'm going to birth the drum and I'm really excited about looking for it. I was also looking to find out what might be my spirit animal, and I've had some amazing encounters, not all good, with seagulls. Nature is always giving you a message. You do not have to hear it from the words or the language that you speak. Look for alternative ways. Now, the 4 energy can be very busy. Take note. Are you doing business or busyness? There are so many things we do in our life that are time consuming. I Marie Kondoed my closet and it's made a huge difference. The fact that I can always find something and everything's in a coordinated order. It doesn't even take that long to put together, and it takes a lot less time to take it out and get ready to go out. I find it very therapeutic, meditative even, folding the clothes in a particular way to go in the closet so that they're ready and available immediately. When we think of the 4 and the 6 in the home environment, it will be about getting things in order. It will be about the maintenance. So if there's any chores that you've been putting off, get those work gloves on, roll up those sleeves and use this month to do them. Make your home a place you love to be in. Make your home the most inviting place. And if this isn't to be your home, then do everything you need to do in order to sell it. Because this is a year of new homes, or renovating the home, or feeling your home, connecting with your home. A sense of achievement I get every time I decorate a room, clear a room. Decluttering can give you an amazing feeling, and it actually gets rid of wasted energy, dense energy, stagnant energy, and it uplifts, makes you feel alive. The 4 can be very busy. So in that schedule, do put in that me time, and do take that me time, whether it's to sit there, read a book, to have a bath, to pamper yourself, to go for a massage, a walk, have an afternoon tea. Just do things, whether with yourself or with somebody that you enjoy being with. Find ways to do things that raise you up as much as possible, so that you've got more energy to deal with the major challenge or all the work that you're looking to accomplish over this month. Now, the 13-4 is a problem-solving energy. The 3 is about expressing and creating the solution. The 1 is about taking the lead in a unique or untested, tried way that you've done before. And the 4 is looking for a better outcome, a new system that can take you forward. The 13-4 is often frowned upon. People call it a karmic debt. I call it mastery. I call it up-leveling. It's bringing forth something that you need to grow and evolve from. And once you do, there's no going back, and things on that scale, on that area, become easier. Now, whatever challenge or event that surfaces this month will signify how great or how exaggerated your responsibilities are. Many of us have been responsible for siblings, for elderly parents, young children or teenagers. We're responsible as a guide. We're not responsible to live their life. Helicopter parenting. Let the child fall, as long as it's not to their death. Let them fall and pick themselves up. Not so that you're being heartless or uncaring, but so they know the consequences, because you will not always be around. If their boyfriend or girlfriend has called an end to their relationships, be there with love and compassion and connection. Don't slay either side. There's always a new horizon out there. There's always a new relationship. If somebody was going for a home and they lost it, know that there is a better home out there. We can be there in a love, caring way. We don't have to fix it or prevent it, because there will come a point when you're not always around to deal with that, and they'll have to think for themselves. Start allowing this to happen as young as possible. This is a month to take action and to have deadlines. If you've had a conversation and you're looking for someone to come back to you, set a deadline, especially if it's one that pulls on your heartstrings. You need to know when you can have some information. And even if there isn't the information you want at the time, still have a checking in deadline so that it's not forgotten and becomes stagnant. Too many things that come stagnant, they then just die. Then we start to fortune tell or mind read of what happened or could have happened. Take responsibility so you're not sacrificing anything. So what are you responsible for? Make a list, and what's not on that list, give to the person or the people that are responsible for that. There may be some things that you are joint responsible for, so work that as a team. The 4 is very much about team. Doing this list will lighten your load and give you more time to deal with the things that you've been letting build up or that major challenge that could show itself this month. So what are your goals? What do you need to do to achieve them? Are they achievable? The 4 is about knowing about limitations. Now, limitations are not a weakness. You need to know your limitations and turn them into strengths. If you are a mum and you're working around the school times and you want to create some income, then work it around the children or work it around the school times. It doesn't mean you cannot have a business. It doesn't mean you cannot go and create some income. Use what you have and not what you wish you had or what you don't have in order to move forward. Knowing your limitations is great because then you can become a master to that level. And the chances are, with 4 energy, you are much more advanced than you actually believe you are. Just be practical and take each step and move forward with it. 4 is about foundations. How are your foundations? How are your foundations in your body? Is your immune system working? Are you feeling strong, energized, and vibrant? What about your life? Is it working for you? Have you got gratitude? What about your career? Is it time for a change? Is it time for promotion? Is it time to improve? Do you need more education? Do you need support? Do you need a different career? And your relationships, how are they working out for you? What are they mirroring back? Create strong foundations and things do not break. The 4 energy is about systems. And in 2020, I said in many videos that the systems are not serving us. The systems are beginning to crumble. Have you seen cracks in the system, in your own life, in your own well-being, in your country, in your government, in your employment, in your health, well-being? How is your immune system doing? Did you fall by the wayside and follow the pharmaceutical, or did you look to improve through exercise, laughter, better diet, meditation? The 13-4 challenges. What does not break us makes us. That is such a true statement. Have you ever gone through something and when you've come out of it, you've felt the growth? There are no mistakes, just lessons. The sooner you learn the lessons, that's what it is. It's just growth. And the 4 pushes you for the most growth. The 13-4 and the 4 can be emotionally closed, whilst the 6 wants to love and overgive and spend time with others. But use the 13-4. The 1 is about the self. The 3 is about expressing and the 4 is about building. You cannot love another until you love yourself. You know my saying, it's your life, spelled L-Y-F-E. Love yourself first every day. I heard somebody remind someone else that saying the other day. It is the foundations. Loving the self is the foundations for everything working out well for you. Chances are we may see some major systems crack or crumble during July. The 4 energy is the most loyal energy. In 2020, the governments across the world shut us up. We were loyal to the governments, but the governments are not loyal to you. The 4 energy is about morals and values. Spend some time tuning in to what your morals and values are. And are you doing everything according to them? You'll feel better when you listen to your own morals and your own values. Know yours and own them. This month can bring a massive spiritual growth. This month's 4 energy is about building a better system, laying the foundations, creating structure and order into your life, your home, your relationships, and everything you do. And if this month is a time to deal with things that you have been putting off, you will feel better once you've sorted this. A weight will lift, you will feel lighter and able to move forward. It may be that you have to sort a closet out from somebody who's passed or left. It may be to sign a divorce paper. It may be to leave that home or that job for certain reasons. Whatever it is, just know that when one door closes, another opens. And there are 2 poems I want to briefly share with you right now because I think they've got great value for what this month's energy brings. The first is just the first verse of the Serenity Prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. The full Serenity Prayer you can see online. It was written by Reinhold Niebuhr. And the last poem is Everything I Needed. The author is unknown. I asked for strength and God gave me difficulties to make me strong. I asked for wisdom and God gave me problems to solve. I asked for prosperity and God gave me brawn and brains to work. I asked for courage and God gave me dangers to overcome. I asked for patience and God placed me in situations where I was forced to wait. I asked for love and God gave me troubled people to help. I asked for favors and God gave me opportunities. I received nothing I wanted. I received everything I needed. My prayers have all been answered, and your prayers will always be answered. When we pray, we ask, and when we meditate, we're in silence so that we can receive. Create a balance in your life with noise and silence, with people and being alone, with taking action and respite. And may this month help you really go inside and build a stronger system for you. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed, please do, and push that bell for notifications. Please share my videos so that we can grow and raise the vibration. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you're interested in a regional consultation or mentorship, do get in touch. Have a great month, and I'll see you in my next video.